All right, y'all. If you missed part one, go back and listen to that one first. I'm about to get receiver information and a bank account. The personal information has been edited out of this audio, but I can tell you this. Mr. Johnson is an 83-year-old man in Ohio. Victim advocates were able to contact Mr. Johnson. He has been a victim of their scams for months. It started as PCH. Then he was contacted as a winner of this same Australian lottery. The scammers had just contacted him to try to get him to open up a new Bank of America account. I assume that this was for me to deposit money into. The good news is he is now totally free from these scammers. He understands this is a scam and that the scammers are using him to launder money. The victim advocates walked him through all of the steps to protect himself and his identity. They also provide ongoing service to victims, so if they wonder if something is a scam or not, they can call anytime. Hope you enjoy this call. Hello.
Miss Brady?
Yes.
Yes. All I should have done was just check the email. So you've already been approved for the IMF, the FATF, the United Nations, all right? So we're just still waiting back and one confirmation. So basically you are already approved. So once we get the final confirmation, by then we should have a merchant teller. That's the person's information that you will be needing to make the registered payments to, okay?
Okay.
All right, so that's the information. That's the final information I'm waiting on at this moment. But everything else has been approved.
Okay, call me when you have everything.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
3 separate certificates. So what you can do is pay for it in different amounts, in small increments. I think it could work like that. All right?
I could try that.
Yeah, you can try that. All right, now the name is Richard.
Richard.
And the last name is Johnson. Richard Johnson.
All right.
All right, now the name, the address. Let me give you the address. The address is 2 Ohio.
All right.
Yes, that's correct. All right, now the name of the bank is called Key Bank.
Key?
Yes, Keybank.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's the address for the Key Bank. Now the account number is 358. The routing number, the bank routing number is 041.
All right.
All right. I want to repeat all the information again.
Now, I bank with Bank of America. It's too bad you don't bank with Bank of America. It would be probably quicker.
Okay. You're saying if there's a Bank of America, what would be quicker?
I think it would be quicker if it was Bank of America.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not sure if I can speak to the company's accountant and see if there's an option for a Bank of America.
Because I think it goes through. Doing it at Bank of America, I think it goes through like immediately. Would speed things along, but that's okay. If you want to check and call me back, that's fine.
All right. Do you want to try this now, or should I try to speak with the company's accountant first and call you back?
I guess go ahead and try, because that way I could probably do it all online instead of having to go down to the bank if there's a Bank of America one.
Okay. All righty then. Let me call you back. Before you try anything, just give me a couple of minutes and let me call you back, okay?
All right. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Brady?
Yes.
Yes, this is Dana. I spoke with the company's accountant, and what she's suggesting is can be presented, but not now. They don't have that information. They would have to get back in contact with the merchant banker, and usually it's a little bit hard. So what she suggests is for you just to try to register at least one of the payments to that merchant banker. You can choose anyone and just register it, and if you Bank of America, you can do so. But what she was suggesting is you don't have to do all of it at once. You can register one today, you can wait a little bit, and then you register another, and then you can wait a day again or two, and then you register another. It's not a rush because once the certifications are completed, it's really not a
Okay. And if I decided to mail a check, would it be to this address as well?
well, you can mail a check, but maybe it'll take long. You can you do wire transfer on your phone?
Well, not my phone. I don't use my phone for banking, but my computer. All right, let me give it a try.
Oh, you use your computer to do wire transfer. You just add someone and you do a wire transfer.
I think I can.
Yeah, why don't you try? I can stay on the line here. Let me know how it goes.
Well, I can't get to it right now. I've got a man here doing some painting and he's in there. So I'm going to have to wait a few minutes till he moves to the
Okay.
next
Why don't you give
area.
me?
So,
Why don't you give me? You can try the smallest. Try the smallest payment for $9,300. Just try to add into that computer and try it, and give me a call and let me know.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Ready then. Correct.
All right. Bye bye. Okay, let me tell you what has happened. After the last call, the bank account was reported, the victim was contacted, and the scammer's phone was bombarded with calls. And I mean thousands of calls from thousands of different phone numbers. Now, they are going to try to figure out what has happened by having a fake police officer contact me. Enjoy.
Yes, hello.
Oh, hello. I can hear you now. Who is this?
Yes, my name is Jeff here. I am with the Florida Police Department. I got a call from Jana from Australia. Is this Miss Brady?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the Jana from Australia?
Jana from Australia?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know anyone in Australia.
Okay, so you're not familiar with the Jana?
Jana? A
Mm-hmm.
lady named Jana called me today. I didn't know she was from Australia.
All right, and what sort of business you have with the Jana, ma'am?
What sort of business did I have with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, she said I won a contest.
All right, she said you won a contest, and
Mm-hmm.
what transpired from there?
Well, I don't know what you mean, what transpired.
All right. After she told you that you won a contest, what happened? Did you try to participate with her?
Yes.
And what happened from there?
Well, I tried to call her back many times, and I never could
All
get a
right.
hold of her.
All right. All right. The reason for my call. Do you recognize the number I called you from, ma'am?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. I have several calls from this company in Australia. I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit exhausted. I'm a police officer. And what this person is trying to explain to me is that your phone has been tapped, your phone has been bugged. There has been a lot of mysterious calls coming into their phone. I don't know what you're talking about. But I just tried to call you. But this Jana person is a female. She called me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the station here. She told me that she's trying to get a hold of you. She seems to be legitimate. I checked the company out. It seems to be a legitimate company also, but I'm not relatively sure. Do you have a number for this Jana?
The phone number for her?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Did you try to call her back anytime?
Yes, I've tried many times, and it rings and no one answers.
Okay. When was the last time you checked your phone number out?
When was the last time what?
All right. I think something is wrong with your phone line because she have been trying to call you, and that's what she explained to me. But she says she has been getting numerous amount of calls from a lot of scam calls. Have you been talking to scammers, ma'am?
A lot of what kind of calls?
She says she has been receiving a lot of scam calls of people trying to claim your awards.
Oh, well, I'm not a scammer.
All right, but who are the people that you gave her phone number out to?
Well, I didn't give her phone number to anyone.
Then in that case, something is wrong with your phone, and you need to check your phone out because she has been receiving a lot of phone calls.
Well, I'm not having any troubles with my phone at all.
And are you familiar with this person?
No, I don't know her personally. She seemed very nice.
And have you been doing business with this person?
Just starting today when she called me to tell me I I was a winner.
And did you do any business with her?
I, I mean, she just called to tell me I was a winner.
Did you do any business with her?
I don't know what you mean by did I do any business with her?
I'm asking, did you follow her instructions?
You're asking me what? Did I what?
Did you follow her instructions?
Her instructions?
Yes.
What were her instructions?
I don't know. I'm just asking. Did you follow her instructions?
And you said you're with the police department?
That's exactly what I stated.
Oh, well, I mean, I followed her instructions. Is that what? I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, all I'm trying to do here is just trying to figure out what's happening. All right.
Well,
I'm just
you could
trying to figure.
you should.
I'm just trying to figure out who's the victim here. I'm just trying to figure out if it's you the victim or it's the person. I'm not sure what's going on. All right. I just want to rectify this. Okay.
Victim of what?
Now I've received this call. I was told that a numerous amount of calls, and the same person have been receiving the same amount of calls from the same people that are supposedly or scammers.
Are you asking me if I'm a scammer or do I think she's a scammer?
Yes.
Well, I
Who
don't think.
is the scammer?
Well, I'm not a scammer. I'm a 70-year-old lady in Florida.
All right. What I want to know is the people who are calling you and the people who are calling the same person. That's what I want to know. Are you receiving the same calls from these people?
From who?
There's numerous amount of numbers that have been calling. That's what I am. I talking to Miss Brady
Yes.
or Brady, right?
Yes, this is Barbara Brady.
I think I'm wasting my time here. I'm not sure what's happening. I think I'm wasting my time.
Well, there's nothing wrong with my phone. I don't know if she's saying something's wrong with her phone. I can't imagine how that could be my due to
And you
me.
said you tried to call her back
Yes, I called her back many times and the phone would ring and ring and ring and ring and no one would answer.
already. Then I'm not
You
really
should
pretty
try the
sure what's
number
happening.
yourself since you're a police officer. Just call it. You'll see.
But you're familiar with this. All right. What I want to know is you're familiar with this, Jaina?
She called me today telling me I won the golden casket.
Is she legitimate to you?
She seemed very nice, yes, as far as I
And she's
know.
legitimate.
But you're the police officer. I suggest you do
All
some
right. Yes, she
investigation.
seems
It
legitimate because she what? Listen,
sounds like
she
you're
called
asking me to do your investigation, and I've never been a police officer. I don't know how to do those
Right.
things.
Well, listen, ma'am. She called me. She told me that you're being scammed. She told me that there's a lot of scammers that have hacked your phone. They're targeting her line, and that's what I'm calling you about. But you said you're not aware of that, which that is why I have to. I don't. I'm not sure what's happening. Are
Well,
you
tell
receiving
me.
calls from a lot of scammers?
No,
You're not receiving calls from a lot of scammers.
no.
Alrighty then. I'm not sure what this call was about, so I'm gonna
Uh,
get my rest.
well,
All
tell me
right.
your name again, sir. Officer what?
My name is Mark. Have a
Officer
good night.
Mark. Officer Mark what? He's gone.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I am not pulling a prank on you, Mrs. Brady. I think something is seriously wrong with your phone line. Since yesterday, I've been receiving numerous amount of phone calls on your behalf. Are you aware of these phone calls, Miss Brady?
No, on my behalf? From who?
I am not aware who those people are. A lot of people have been calling on your behalf. A whole bunch of different people from different. These calls keep coming in rapidly from different places, and it started to happen right after you tried to call me, and I tried to call you back. I was not able to get a hold of you. I keep trying to get a hold of you, and it's the same issue. So if you saw that I call you and probably something shows up a different number or something that's not something I am aware of and that's not something I can explain because I'm not sure what's happening with your phone line.
Well,
Do you
there's nothing
saw
wrong
my
with
phone
my
number?
phone. I can talk to people just fine. There's nothing wrong with my phone.
Okay, I understand. All right, yesterday, the last time we speak, you were supposed to call me back and we didn't get to talk after that. All right, so
Right. Well, I'll tell
I'm
you,
not relatively.
last night, I do have something I want to tell you. Last night, I got a phone call from the local police department and talked to an officer, Mark, and he was calling to tell me that I was getting scam phone calls. And he said your name and said it was a scam.
Officer Mark, I think I speak with Officer Mark. I'm not sure. I contacted the police department and on your behalf sometime because I realized that you were getting scam calls because the
I'm not
people who
getting
were
the only
calling us.
scam calls I'm getting, the only calls I'm getting are from you. So if I'm getting scam calls, I don't know who else it would be other than you.
No,
Or
let me explain to you what happened. I was the one who called the police department because yesterday these numbers were calling me alarmingly. And I know that these calls were scam calls. They were calling on your behalf because these calls suddenly started to come in right after you tried to call me and I was trying to call you back. I started to receive a lot of these phone calls. So I reported that. So I'm not sure what call you, who called you or what they're talking about. Okay.
oh, well, Officer Mark mentioned your name and he mentioned scam calls, so I'm going to take his advice and not continue talking to you.
Okay, well, if you don't want to continue to talk
All
with
right.
me, it's
Well,
okay. It's
thank
not a
you.
problem.
All right. Call Officer Mark if and you can talk to him. All right. Bye bye now.
Okay.
Well, that was fun. This scammer is now struggling. Information has been reported to authorities and a victim is saved. That's a happy ending. To all my subscribers, I say a big thank you. You guys are awesome. I love reading your comments every day. See you next time.